What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first installment of the Renegade Wrestling Review, featuring myself, Gina J. And this week we are going to be talking about the NXT Takeover New Orleans card. We're going to do some predictions here. And we're also going to be going over the WrestleMania 34 predictions. So let's get started, shall we? In no particular order, we have the NXT Tag Team Championship belt on the line at NXT Takeover New Orleans. This match will include the Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. I have no doubt in my mind that this match is going to be great. However, in the end, I believe that it's going to go to the Undisputed Era. It's going to stick with the current champions. The only reason I believe this is because it has been rumored that the Authors of Pain are being called up to the main roster. Not quite sure when, but it is rumored that it's going to be sometime soon. And Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, we've already seen quite a bit of them on the 205 Live roster, so I have a feeling that they're going to be taking more of a permanent place up on that main roster as well, which basically leaves the Undisputed Era. Moving on to the new NXT North American Championship ladder match. This match is going to be insane. It's Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream versus Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan versus Ricochet versus EC3. You cannot get much more star power than that. It is going to be crazy. I mean, you've got Adam Cole, who we've seen Adam Cole do phenomenal things for years. I mean, you take a look back at the NXT TakeOver War Games and what he went through in that. We obviously know that he is a fighter. He's a scrapper. He's going to do everything that he possibly can to win this match. Velveteen Dream is the same way. When I think of Velveteen Dream, I think of course, I believe it was NXT TakeOver War Games as well, where he was against Aleister Black. And that match was phenomenal. Every step of the way that match was, it blew my mind. Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan, they're big guys, but for big guys, they can get around the ring. They have no problem getting up on the top ropes and flying through the air, taking somebody out. So I really have no worries as far as them being able to get up the ladder in time. Killian Dane may be a little less likely than Lars Sullivan, just because Lars Sullivan is such an incredible athlete. That's not, of course, to take away from Killian Dane. Killian Dane is just more of like a scrapper. So I see him kind of being more of a ground scrapper in this match. Which leaves me with the last two participants, Ricochet and EC3. These two, I have watched their matches from prior organizations, and they are incredible. As we've seen on NXT TakeOver this week, EC3 is incredible on the mic. I can't wait to see what he does in the ring. Like I said, I've watched a few of his matches, but I'm not quite as well known with him as a lot of other people are. And Ricochet, I have heard great things. I haven't been able to watch any of his matches, but from what I understand, he is really able to fly all over the ring. So it's going to be really interesting seeing these guys in a ladder match nonetheless. Ultimately, though, I do believe that it's going to be Adam Cole that takes that championship. The only reason I think that they're going to do that is I think it's setting up the Undisputed Era to be kind of the new elite tag team and the elite championship team. It's going to do amazing things for building up their star power, I guess you would say. So I think that Adam Cole is going to take that one. The NXT Women's Championship, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. You know, I really have to be honest with this one. It's not to take away from Ember Moon or Shayna Baszler by any means necessary. They are both phenomenal athletes. but I'm just not invested in this match. I mean, I know that we've seen them scrapping a little bit. NXT Takeover this week, we saw them brawling in the back area. It just it doesn't do anything for me. Um, Ultimately, though, I do believe that Shayna Baszler is going to get the title, simply because I have this really strong feeling that Ember Moon is going to be getting called up shortly, just simply because, we saw her appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble. And so because of that, I can definitely see her getting called up to the main card really quick. Next up in line, we have the NXT Championship, Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. This match is going to be another one that is going to tear the roof off of this place. Aleister Black has so much chemistry with anybody that he is in the ring with, especially Andrade Cien Almas. You get the chemistry that those two have together, and then the ability that they both have to take one hell of a beating, as we've seen on NXT this week. Almas delivered one hell of a beating to Aleister Black. Now, me personally, I think that Aleister Black is coming out the champion from this match, simply because, one, Almas made a really big mistake this week in attacking Aleister Black. That chant, when I was sitting there watching NXT, that the chant, when they chant, Asuka's gonna kill you, in my head, all I heard over and over again was, Aleister's gonna kill you. So honestly, I believe that he's gonna be angry, and he is going to beat the living hell out of Almas. Not only that, but Almas is another one that has been rumored to be getting called up to the main roster. I personally don't agree with that decision so much. It's not that I don't think that he's ready or anything like that. I just don't see a slot open for him that's going to be able to make him shine on the main roster. I would really hate to see him kind of fall into nothingness, like Ty Dillinger or Mojo Rawley have right now. Hopefully those two, by the way, will not stay down that way. I know it's really hard to get all of these amazing superstars the attention that they deserve. But I don't know. I don't think that Almas is ready to get called up. But anyways, so Aleister Black coming out with the title from that one. Last but not least, we have my favorite and most anticipated match of the night, and I'm sure it's all of yours as well, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. We have been waiting for this match for months and months and months, and now we find out that we're not only getting the match, it's an unsanctioned match. This match is going to literally tear the roof off of the Smoothie King Center. That place is they're gonna start a fire there. It's gonna be unbelievable. Hands down, gonna be match of the night. I have absolutely no question about that. These two are amazing athletes, and they give it their all every single time that they are out there. And I'm so looking forward to seeing them go at it and just rip each other to shreds, so to speak. So, finalized thoughts for NXT TakeOver. I know that I mentioned EC3 before. This week was kind of one of my first doses of hearing him actually on the mic, and I have to say, he is so incredibly arrogant, but I absolutely love him. Like, within 2 seconds of him talking on that mic, I completely fell head over heels in love with this dude. He is going to be amazing in the WWE. As far as the call-ups that I've mentioned, I know that I've mentioned a lot of rumored call-ups. Of course, nothing is confirmed. This is just rumors going through the rumor mill. So you can take what I say at arm's length, but I call it by what I see. So hopefully NXT TakeOver is going to deliver an amazing show. I mean, let's face it, NXT TakeOvers are always, most of the time, they outweigh the main event card by far. This one, I'm not so sure about, just because, I mean, it's WrestleMania, and this card for WrestleMania is insane. But that is not taking away from this NXT TakeOver. It is going to be an amazing event. So thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you hear, please give me a like, share it out, and please, by all means, feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what you would like to see from me in the future. If you want to see more of these prediction shows, if you want to see, I'm thinking about doing a weekly wrestling review, which would basically just be at the end of the week. I would review both Raw, SmackDown, and NXT all at one time, all pre-recorded, no live stuff, so I don't have to interfere with anybody going live or anything like that. But just let me know if you want to hear that. I know that most of us are always on Twitter, and we're conversing back and forth on Twitter about wrestling. So this is just my way of telling you guys what I think without having to type it out so much. But let me know what you think. Thank you for listening, and see ya.